All right, I have a confession to make. I have been slacking when it comes to uploading on here, and a big reason why is because normally when I post on here, I always try to post, Christian encouragement, motivational, just little clips of just some motivation and encouragement for other Christians. And it's been hard for me because honestly, I'm the one who could use some encouragement right now. I've been struggling a little bit. I have some pretty big changes going on in my life right now, and some of the changes I am like excited about and happy about, and others I'm really struggling with. So for me to find, I don't know, it's just kind of hard sometimes to get on here and share some encouragement when you yourself could use the encouragement. You know what I mean? Um, but I just feel like God is telling me to stop slacking and get on here and encourage others. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to tell you what's been going on with me, and just where I'm struggling, and we can just encourage each other. But basically, I have been having some bittersweet feelings, a little happy, a little sad, not gonna lie. God is calling me to move somewhere that I am not 100% happy about, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'm getting ready to move here in a few days, and if you looked around, you would not be able to tell because I've been feeling completely unmotivated to pack and get stuff done. And I think a lot of it is because there's a big part of me that wants to move, and there's also a part of me that's not fully happy with where I'm moving to. Let me explain. I am moving to a place that I grew up my whole life visiting. My family has always lived in this area that I'm moving to. My extended family, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, all of that. I am not 100% happy with moving up there though, because I lost 3 out of my 4 grandparents within 3 years of each other. And so I only have 1 grandparent left up there. And so it makes me sad knowing that, I never grew up around my grandparents. I was always the grandchild that lived far away. And I'm now going to be up in that area and they're not there. I was always really, really close to my one pap. Well, I was close to all my grandparents, honestly, but my one pap and I, we were tight. He was, oh man, but him and I were really close, and it's just sad that I'm moving up there, and I literally would be neighbors with him if he was still here, and he's not here now. And I know he's in a much better place. He is in heaven with Jesus, and I know that he's not in pain anymore like he was, and he's in a much better place. But just knowing that I'm now going to be up there, and I literally could have been neighbors with him and the rest of my grandparents, just makes me really sad. So I think that's kind of why I'm really sad about moving up there. That's not the only reason, but I know that that plays a big role. It's just going to be hard for me knowing that, my pap's not there. But yeah, I'm also just sad because I'm not necessarily sad to leave the town that I'm in right now. I'm not sad about that at all. But not far from this town that I am currently living in is the place where I grew up in. It's the town that I grew up in, and I do go back to that town quite frequently. I'm there multiple times a week. And just knowing that I'm not going to be right, like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the town that I grew up in, it honestly makes me sad because that's the town that I always was hoping that I would eventually end up in. I would love to move back there, and maybe I still will one day, but just knowing that that's not a part of God's plan for me right now just kind of makes me sad, because I was really hoping that that would be the area that I get to live in again, because that place that feels like home to me, that area. And now I'm not going to be just a hop, skip, and a jump away from that area anymore. I'm actually moving further away from that area. So I think that that's just kind of what makes me sad. Because, you know, obviously I had this plan for myself, and that plan is not working out. The plan that I had, the vision that I had, it just, obviously, it came crumbling down. It wasn't going the way that I thought it would, and so I never ultimately ended up back there like I planned. Will I ever one day? We'll see. But just knowing that, like, I'm kind of taking a step back and moving further from that area right now is like, clearly it's not, if it is in the plan down the road, clearly it's not going to be anytime soon. So I think that there's just like a part of me that's sad about that. But yeah. So I think that's kind of why I'm not 100% happy with like the area that I'm moving to, is because it's not where I grew up. You know what I mean? God clearly has a different plan for me than I have for myself, and it's kind of at that point where I have to just kind of surrender where the plans that I did have for myself, because clearly they are not working out. God clearly has a different plan for my life, one that God has got the wheel, but it feels like we are off-roading, because I'm telling you, I don't know why he's calling me to go back to the place where the rest of my, family is, and the place I've always visited growing up. I don't know why he's calling me back that way. I don't know why I'm ending up back that way. It's just not my first choice of a place, obviously, but I'm not mad about it, but it's like, it's scary. I think just the unknown is scary, and just knowing that these are like big changes that are going on in my life, it scares me. Just changing like my routine, change can be scary sometimes. And I feel like all I can do right now is just let go and surrender and let God take over. You know what I mean? Like, I have to stop trying to control every single part of my life, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing over here. Because nothing is just going my way. Nothing is working out like I have been trying to get my life to go a certain way. It is not going that way. And so clearly God is calling me another way. And so I just wanted to come on here and say, if you are currently going through some changes like me, and maybe your life is not going in the direction that you were planning for it to go, maybe God is taking you on a totally different way than you wanted to go, just surrender. Let God do his thing. Trust me, I've been trying to do things my way for a long time now, and it's just not working out well for me. So we just God's got the wheel. It might feel like we're off-roading, but he has got it, and we can trust him. So yeah, if you are currently going through some changes right now, like I am, just know that just because there are changes going on that might be scary, it doesn't mean that they're bad. Just remember, you can let go of whatever it is that you don't want to let go of and give it to God, and just let him take control. He knows what he's doing. His plans are greater than ours. He sees things from a whole different way than we see things. So it might be scary, but you can let go. I know that there's a lot of changes coming up in my life, and some of them are terrifying. But I know that it's a part of God's plan. I just have to let go and stop trying to control things, and let God be the one that's in control. But just keep praying, keep believing, keep your faith. God is working all things together for your good, whether you understand it or not. You might not understand why certain things are happening, certain things are changing. I don't understand it myself, but I do know that you can trust God, and he's got this, and he is working things together for your good. So keep praying, keep believing, keep your faith. Bye.